From the Full Sail Live Studios, your sports report.
Welcome back to News at 6. I'm Jake Stoop. The Minnesota Timberwolves and Golden State Warriors series is tied 1-1. Historically, the team who takes Game 3 in this scenario wins the series 75% of the time. So it's a big night. Let's preview this puppy. Wolves star Anthony Edwards sprained his left ankle in Game 2, but returned and dropped 20. No limitations for Ant-Man in Game 3. Still no Steph. Curry injured his left hamstring in Game 1 and has not returned. The Warriors will be without the four-time NBA champ again tonight. Minnesota was good on the road in round 1. 2 of their 4 wins against LA came away from Target Center. Fathers and sons rarely get to play pro sports simultaneously. But if you can play your dad's position, steal his jersey number, and rep the same squad, that's a win too. Randy Moss's boy Montego is competing at Minnesota's rookie minicamp. At the University of Maine, he logged 722 yards and 7 TDs for the Black Bears in his senior year. Moss said accepting the invite to Minnesota was easy because it was his only offer. VIkings head coach Kevin O'Connell got to play with Randy Moss in New England. The former Pats QB hopes Montego makes the most of his opportunity.
Hopefully it's an exciting thing for him, and he feels like he can come here and compete and learn and be around one of the best receiver coaches in the NFL. To see 81 and the VIkings helmet and knowing, my own personal history with his dad is an awesome thing.
Now to the Diamond in Minnesota, where the Twins are high off a win versus the Giants last night. Large in part to this guy, pitcher Chris Paddock. Paddock pitched near perfection. He hadn't faced a batter after the 5th inning all year until yesterday. Paddock was pitching a perfect game well into the 6th until he surrendered a hit to Christian Koss. The former Padre was taken out in the 8th, making it the second longest start by a Twins pitcher this year. While that's great, the biggest splash came after the game.
I think we know after the first inning. I think that's as pitchers, that's our goal, every night. But definitely after the 4th.
You needed the ice. You needed the ice after tonight.
That's cold.
It certainly looked cold. Paddock moves to 1-3 this season. Sticking with Twins baseball, many are calling for St. Paul Saints outfielder Carson McCusker to get bumped up to the big leagues. McCusker is an impressive human being. He stands at 6'8" and weighs 250. The 26-year-old is batting nearly .350 with 33 RBIs this season. He's knocked out 10 bombs, too. The Twins may prefer more speed in the outfield, which isn't McCusker's strong suit, but McCusker's power may become impossible to ignore. The Twins currently sit at 19-20 overall, good for 4th in the AL Central. Minnesota is currently riding a 6-game win streak going into tonight's game. Game 2 of the series versus the Giants is tonight. Last night, it was Byron Buxton and Chris Paddock that secured the win for Minnesota. Tonight, former Giants fan Joe Ryan takes the mound for the 8th time in 2025. Well, that's all she wrote for 6 o'clock sports. Don't miss the highlights at 11.
From the Full Sail Live Studios, your sports report.
The Wolves and the Warriors just wrapped up Game 3 in the Bay. Golden State was without their superstar point guard, Steph Curry, and they still showed out. But when you're in a bind, you know who to find, the Ant-Man. Beautiful look at the Golden Gate Bridge, spanning the Golden Gate Strait. Anthony Edwards warming up, third quarter, 47-45. Ant-Man scrapes the sky on that flush. Here's Julius Randle. He had a triple-double today, the first one of the season, coming in the playoffs. Now 2 minutes left in the third. Wolves down 5. Want another dunk? Anthony Edwards will give you one. Dunks all over Kevon Looney from 10 feet out. A few possessions later, Buddy Hield slicing and dicing up Dante DiVincenzo. 5-point lead for the Wolves going into the 4th. And this was an interesting play here. Jaden McDaniels fouled by Draymond Green. Obviously, he's upset, but he fouls out. So the Warriors without their defensive anchor, and that was enough for Minnesota to pull this one out. Randle finds the streaking Gobert to end this one. 102-97 after the Stifle Tower Slam. Let's take a deeper dive into this one. Julius Randle gets his first triple-double this year. 24 points, 10 boards, 12 assists. He was huge. Rudy Gobert commanded the lane like usual. The four-time Defensive Player of the Year grabbed 13 rebounds and blocked 4 shots, including this dunk to seal all the momentum. And, of course, Anthony Edwards, 36 points for the guy, 13 in the fourth. Despite being up 2-1, Edwards knows he can't count out the Warriors.
You can't never get too comfortable, man. This is a championship DNA team. They got a championship DNA staff, head coach, and this is what they do, man. So I got to be ready. We got to be ready at all times.
If you didn't already hear, one of the greatest of all time in soccer, if not the greatest, was in Minnesota today. Yes, Lionel Messi, the soccer icon himself. Minnesota United battled Inter Miami this afternoon, and MU dominated the match, winning 4-1. But when Messi's on the pitch, it doesn't matter what the score is.
Inter Miami have to be careful of those transition moments that we saw in the first half. Messi goes for goal and scores! Try as you might, you just cannot keep him quiet.
Look at the kids loving it, and how can't you? The 37-year-old has more career goals than the Bears have fans. He got the second most Instagram followers in the world, too, and his latest marquee moment in Minnesota. Day 2 of Vikings rookie minicamp wrapped up this evening. Most of the headlines from the TCO Performance Center revolved around Randy Moss's son, Montego. As far as outstanding on the field, though, Donovan Jackson's been all the smoke. Jackson was Minnesota's only first-round pick. The Vikings saw Jackson as a smart, tough kid that just loves the game, and extra protection for QB J.J. McCarthy. I don't know if the Vikings asked McCarthy on how picking a Buckeye sounds, but either way, he'll be playing left guard for him. Jackson had to switch from left guard to left tackle midseason, though, before playing Penn State. Of course, Penn State had Abdul Carter at the time. The willingness to switch positions for such a crucial game gave Minnesota the all-clear to select him. It's game 2 of the series between the Giants and the Twins. Pitcher Joe Ryan overcame an illness from earlier this week to pitch against his childhood favorite team. The Twins pitcher grew up a Giants fan, but he's got to pitch against them today. Here's Ryan's first strikeout, 95-mile-an-hour low and away on Willie Adames. Another strikeout here. This was his 4th. Ryan had 6 total strikeouts. Look at that one inside and high. Here's a home run. Trevor Larnach at the plate sends one into right field. 2-run shot. Twins lead 2-1. Larnach's 6th home run of the season. Hits that one inside and all the way out. Now in the 6th inning, Rocco Baldelli, the manager, didn't like this call, so he gets tossed. Twins win 2-1, though, over San Francisco. The Twins play the Giants tomorrow to wrap up the series. That's all that's poppin', Minnesota. Hope to see you tomorrow for some more sports. For Full Sail Live, I'm Jake Stoop.